YouTube, this is another video on Snow Day Part 2. We've been watching these videos. Today and yesterday has been, we've been snowed in, we've had some bad snowstorms. We've just had a rumble of thunder in the snowstorm. So what I thought is I'll create some content for my YouTube channel and share it with all you that are enjoying it as we go along. At present we've got 14 subscribers. We want to try and build that up, and to do that we're going to look at also doing videos for other games as well. Dirt, GTA 5, FSX, and we're also going to have a look at and see if we can do fish in the Barren Sea, as well as maybe trains mechanic, car mechanic, and my summer car. So yeah, we've got a good few games that we can upload with videos. Presently with this one, my name's Subtype R. We're using Euro Truck Simulator 2 with a few mods. We've got pro mods active, we've got Jazzy Cats, AI cars, trailers, and companies. We've got realistic graphics and vehicle dynamics. Presently we've covered 3.58% of the roads explored. We've done 11 deliveries. Our last one was a helicopter from Manchester to Brest in northwest France via Plymouth and Roscoff. We've still a driver for hire. When next load should put we're over the game goal of being able to afford our own truck. Total game time played is 5 days and 16 hours. And playing time 6 hours and 57 minutes. The plan is now to do a high value, fragile, quick delivery, on time delivery from Brest to Felixstowe, or Folkstone I think it is, which is medical supplies, vaccinations. That should give away around about £21,000 to our total, and also add more XP, bumping our XP level up, hopefully over level 9. And like I said, we are starting to get into the territory we want to be in, where we can buy our first cab, which is a bit at the front of the trailer. This is a bit we sit in. If you're not new to trucks, if you're new to trucks and you don't know these technical terms, that's what we're hoping to do, and then from there we'll see what we can do. Presently we have £68,936 progress as we look at it, and we've just gone through to level 8, and that was our last job there. Brest, Manchester Brest helicopter, profit of £14,758, 1,189 XP, 433 miles driven. We have approximately 1,440 XP to get to level 9. Hopefully, like I say, that will cover the next job. We've skilled up level 2 on long distance and high value, and next skill up will be fragile cargoes level 2. That again will boost us. We're going to have a quick look at the quick markets. At the present time we're in Brest, so this is the one we're looking at. Only 5 tons of medical vaccines. It's going from Brest all the way through France, and I believe we'll be crossing Calais to Dover, and then into Folkstone, and that's where we'll actually make 21,599, and that's in a brand new Scania 370 horsepower. So again, a low power vehicle, but there again it's not a lot of weight, 5 tons of vehicle. So that's the one we're going to go for. Again, nice photos of load screens from World of Trucks. There we are, look at this, we're in this Scania now. It's a sleeper cab as well. Let's have a quick look outside. Let's have a look at our unit called Transport Alsmere. Currently 2 o'clock on Sunday morning. There we go, one of the new, I think it's an S series to be honest. There's the engine on. Side lights, headlights, and main beam. so it's not a lot of lights to check. Put the four-way flashers on, make sure they're working. There's the helicopter we dropped off and on our last trip. That's there. So we're picking up from where we dropped off, and it's all looking good. Because we're parked up against the door, we can't really test our brake lights. Let's pull it forward a little bit maybe. That's the handbrake on. See if we can see them now. Ah, there we go. So brake lights, yep, they're working. Yep, reversers are working. Four-wheel flashes are working. That's all good. Horn, yep, horn's working, and we'll dive back into the cab and take this job and vanish off down to Calais. Total mileage on this one is 515 miles. It's saying it should take around about 10 hours. Obviously that's not total driving time, that is travel time. We are in a left-hand drive vehicle. I think you all know I prefer right-hand drive, but I'll drive anything with wheels. And off we go. We're going to kind of watch for speed limits. Only 5 tons on the back, so it should be quite easy haul for a 370. Nice cab layouts in these. We'll try and not get lost en route this time, or make any silly mistakes at the ports. Calais is quite an easy big port in general, and you have to be careful which ferry company you travel with. Where's he going? Oh, Cypher. Let's head off to Brest and Rennes. This is the one we want. So there we go, heading back towards the motorway, which is going to take you up around the coast of northern France, up through Normandy, and past maybe some World War II memorials. I wonder what they're up to in that car park, eh? It's got a good set of brakes on this by the sounds of it and the feel of it. Just hardly touched it there, and she was stopping quite well. That's quite an interesting feature. Just dropped the handbrake on again. There's got to be a button mapped on my steering control that's not quite right. When you press that, I must just be catching it. It's a nice combination truck trailer. Be going left here. Unfortunately, the road ahead is not finished. So there we go. Onto the carriageway and off we go. Nice clear night. Stars are out. Main beams are on. And off we go. Keep an eye on the mirrors. We'll run up to Calais as quick as we can, get across to Felixstowe. This is a time delivery, and or even Folkstone, should I say. If we go to Felixstowe, we're going the wrong place. And we'll do Calais to Dover, and then a little short hop to Folkstone. I believe this delivery is expected before lunch on Sunday, so we've got approximately 10 hours. So we are running a little bit close. We've got enough fuel in the vehicle, and we should have enough driving time, I would have thought, although 515 miles is pushing it. Although again, like I say, that's not complete driving. That is travel time. As you can see, we're exploring new roads as we go up here. There's one of the gendarmes just driving past. France is a really easy place to drive when at night. Usually generally quite quiet, the motorways and the autoroutes. Temperature feels like it's just dropped at home. I say we've had a bit of a snowstorm since 2 days ago, so we're kind of snowed in, so my boss has kindly agreed that I can work from home, and unfortunately the job I do won't allow me to, but never mind. He's allowed me to work from home, which is giving me a chance to create content for the YouTube channel. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched, and the only way we can do that is to create content. If you're not into Euro Truck Simulator 2, you might find these videos are probably maybe not for you. I don't know. You might enjoy them. Hopefully enjoy the conversations, the chat. If you do, leave some comments in the comments below. If you live anywhere in the areas we're visiting, leave some comments. If you've got snow pictures of your area at the minute, post them up on the channel as well, and we'll give you a shout out. And hopefully everybody's staying nice and warm and safe, either at home or if they are at work, that they get home all right and safely. And this storm gets over, and we look forward to the summer again. It would have been quite nice if Christmas had featured all this weather, and then it would have been a true Christmas rather than the warmer weather we had, which brought rain. I'm nearly tempted to go back into the loft and get the Christmas decorations out and pretend Christmas has come again, but seeing it's that expensive when you've got kids, because of all the new toys and new games and stuff like that, then I think we might at least leave them where they are, unless I could get away with wrapping all our old presents up and putting them under the tree. Would certainly surprise the wife if she come in from work and discovered all the presents under the tree again. Whether that would impress her or not, I don't know. I think we've just gone the wrong way. Never mind. Yes, we have, but it's not added too much onto our journey. Too busy overtaking. Might be a better route in any case. Go down into the country a little bit. Things always seem to happen for a reason, so we're still discovering roads. We're still travelling. It's maybe going to add a few minutes onto our journey. It might take a few minutes off our journey if the other route had any delays. 468 miles to go. There's the police-way past. There's one of the training camps for Frog's Legs. It's actually a water tower, but I'm sure you've heard in my videos before. The theory behind it is you put the newly born frogs in the bottom, and by the time they can escape out the top, you've got nice meaty chunky frog's legs to put on plates all over the world. Never tried frog's legs myself. I've been told they taste a little bit like chicken. If anybody has tasted frog's legs, then please leave a comment below and let us know what it does actually taste like. I've never been afraid to. I've never shied away from a challenge. So, you know, one day we might get a chance to try frog's legs. If you like your meats, and I certainly do, then one of the nicest meats I've ever tasted is kangaroo. It's also one of the leanest meats you'll ever taste. Kangaroo burgers and kangaroo steaks are really nice. So is ostrich. Like I say, I'll try anything once and then carry on eating it if I like it. I'm gonna head for Le Havre. Make sure we get the right lane here. There's the engine braking coming in. This could be quite a tight junction, and with fragile supplies on board, we'll just take it nice and easy. Don't want to rattle them around too much. Usually you'll find, and I think you'll find with this one especially, if it's medical vaccines, it'll be a fridge box which will be temperature controlled. No doubt we'll be holding it for the flu jabs back into the UK to stop the winter flu. Although, to be totally truthful with you, this weather at the minute, there'll not be much winter flu going about. It is absolutely Baltic. I think our lowest temperature so far has been down to like -10, -12, and I know in some parts of Europe that's not a lot, to be honest. I know it gets a lot lower than that, but when you're not used to it, it feels freezing. 420 miles to go on this route. You can see the time's pushing on. It's now nearly 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're on the Le Mans Le Havre, which was the one we'll be going for, Le Havre. So we'll be going right here, and this will take us back to the carriageway we should have been on. So it wasn't that much of a detour, and we've discovered a little bit more of the road. Le Havre 84. I was just saying, as we left the junction, as we left the pickup, let's hope we don't get lost. It's probably one of the first things I did was get lost. Like I say, we're all entitled to make mistakes. We're all human, and as long as it doesn't hurt anybody or injure anybody, then most mistakes can be forgiven. And you never know, it might just work out a little bit better if we get caught in traffic. Sometimes mistakes happen for a reason, and we maybe avoided a traffic jam or something like that. Daylight's starting to come round again. Speed control area ahead, so keep our eyes open for that speed camera. Although I don't think we'll go over that with the limiter that we have on the vehicle today. Set at 56, which is about 90 kilometers. Cherbourg and Brest. We're going to go straight on up to Calais, Palul and Le Havre. Really comfy, these Scania trucks. This video is probably going to run a little bit over the hour, being a little bit further, although we'll do our best to get under an hour. None of my videos are edited. This is being recorded live as we play the game. There's no edits or do-overs at all. What you see is what you get. And I know some people prefer an edited video. When we start getting longer journeys, we may have to start editing some of the routes out, because I'm sure you'll get sick of just seeing winding tarmac roads and me droning on about absolute anything I can think of as we go. What an absolute gorgeous sunrise we have this morning, on this Sunday morning, 20 to 6. The weather engines and graphics on this are really, really nice. Is that a classic coach? No. There used to be a company I drove for years ago called Classic Coaches, and theirs was red, and they were quite a popular site, and they had some fleet. He really did. Ian Shipley. They've now got a company called JH Coaches, and they travel all over Europe, all over the UK. Again, another really big professional outfit that is top of its game, to be honest, and probably one of the bigger operators in the northeast. Would recommend them for any of your jobs. If you've got minibus hire or big coach hire, or you want to take your workforce away over to France or Europe, then I would definitely recommend JH Coaches from Berkeley. And I'm sure if you do a quick Google, you'll see their amazing fleet of new vehicles, and they have got some amazing vehicles. They're both, most of them are Scanias, and he's got some beautiful gold coaches. So if you see a gold coach, that's probably JH Coaches, so keep your eyes out for that. Like I say, they've got their own Facebook page as well as websites. They also organise their own trips as well as do Disney and ski trips and travel and summer trips for kids. All the drivers are CRB cleared, so they're all good lads and they're all friendly. So couldn't recommend them high enough, and I'm sure Ian Shipley and John Shipley will remember my face. Still like to call him boss. So here we go. We've got 330 miles to travel, and we're not doing too bad here. We're pushing on. The sun's up in the sky. This is northern France. Who's this coming past? Looks like it's one of the French Pantourist. French coaches. Oh no, he's from Croatia. Wow, he's a long way from home. He's got his toe down as well. Must be heading back to Croatia with all the Croats on board. So there we go, Le Havre and Paris, still heading towards Calais. This is the long side of the trip. What are we all slowing down for? Somebody letting somebody off the junction. That's probably what it was. Which is always a nightmare because literally it slows everybody else down the carriage. So there you go, sign for a peage 400 metres, which means we've got a toll road ahead. And a police gendarme ahead as well. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Keep our speed down. We'll go for this little booth here. See if we can get in. There we go. Toll paid and off we go again. Out into the traffic, getting a little bit busier now. And we've done this route before, as you can see from the other side. It's yellow, so that indicates that the roads have been travelled on by us before. So this road has already been investigated or explored, and it looks like we were coming in from the south there, or we might have been going south. So that's going off to Le Havre there. Would have been another peage, as you can see from the symbol on the actual map. Now we're back onto fresh, clean, undriven on roads before, unexplored roads. At the moment, when I'm quickly looking out the window there, the snow is absolutely pouring down. There we go. That's us. That's our SUV from the outside, drive-by cams. This RV coming past. This camper van. Maybe been down to the south of France and have come up through Brittany and then through Normandy and maybe heading back to Calais. So if we were going to Le Havre, we'd be going off on the next junction. I think we might be taking that one actually. I can't see why we'd be going towards Paris. Yeah, I think we may be taking the Le Havre junction. We'll have a look and see. I'll carry on the northern coast rather than going sort of southeast towards Paris. Now we're going to carry on towards Paris. A13, that's what we want. If we're going to Le Havre, we'd go off this little clover leaf and head down to Le Havre that way. We're going to carry on. Another sign saying Paris, but at some point it should change to Calais. And we'd be just pushing along a little bit. Still got plenty of fuel, 259 miles to go, and we've still got plenty of driving hours at the present. Some nice scenery, starting a little bit misty maybe here. And there's Paluel, Pael, and it looks like we're going off on this junction. Should be signposted. There we go. We're going to go off here. This should cut across back up to the north. I have to watch the roads here. Got a little peage coming up, 200 meters. Pay the toll here. Looks like it's back onto country lanes, which are good for driving. £43 paid, and we're off again. Chris, transport going the other way. We're still heading towards Calais at this point. 241 miles to go. At the present time, while we're playing this, we've got another video uploading to YouTube. So processor and the graphics card's working really hard at the minute. So yeah, it's quite nice to have a high spec machine. Then I built it myself, configured it myself, and it runs quite well. We have the odd little glitch, but it happens. But the beauty of building your own PC is if it breaks, you can generally fix it. And if you don't know how to fix it, there's generally enough information out on the internet to be able to diagnose the fault yourself and fix it yourself. Nice big bridge here. You gotta be careful on the French and European bridges, because you do get lots of side winds, and you gotta be careful with your speed. Just in case, usually you find they're lit up really nice. Big quarry down there. And Europe tends to have a lot of transport actually on ferries or on boats, especially if you go out to places like the Rhine in Germany, Dusseldorf and that area. There's a lot of cargo still getting moved by barges. So we made our way past that bridge. That was quite a nice bridge, like that one. And you see on the left we've got a fuel station and a rest area if we needed it. We don't. And we nearly got caught by the old French police there for speeding. We're going to be going left here. towards Paris and Lille. Back onto a big carriageway. That was nice of him, thank you very much. Up in Paris. So back through another peage. So there we go. That gets repaired and back onto the carriageway. 213 miles to Rock, and we'll not have a lot of mileage in the UK when we get to that side of the water. And towards Paris. I'm certainly heading towards the Paris road. Nothing on the roadside, that's good. Always like to do a shoulder check. It's if you're riding bikes, it's called the Lifesaver. And it's funny how sometimes you'll come up a slip road and you'll not see the car, it's in your blind spot, and you'll pull out and you'll clip it or totally destroy it. Never done it myself. As I say, I always like to make sure there's nothing out there physically by looking over my shoulder at the window, and just added a little security. But there's a few times that I've looked in the mirrors, there's been nothing there, looked over my shoulder, and oh, there you go, you got either a car or a motorbike or something hiding in your blind spot that you just didn't notice. So that little extra check is a good thing to do, just to make sure everything's clear for you to move out. I mean, as it happens, we've only got 5 ton of cargo on board this, so all up we're probably weighing no more than probably 11 ton. Maybe even less, but it's still a good weight to be pushing cars around with, or even worse, motorbikes. Looks like another nice big bridge to be going over the top of. There we go. Get some very nice camera angles with this game. One thing you've got to remember while you're doing these camera shots is that you are still driving that vehicle, so you've got to keep it between the white lines. So let's see what this sign says. Oh look, there we go. Paris is the first one, A16, or Calais the second one, A16, which is the one we want. So we'll miss the Paris junction and we'll do the Calais A16. That then takes one north towards Calais. And well, it shouldn't be far off now. Definitely don't want to be going south towards Paris, or east, should I say, southeast of Paris. Doing the Calais. Keep an eye on that little slip road. Oop. Steering wheel on this is really sensitive. I need to turn that down slightly. As you noticed there, we moved into lane 2 and thank goodness there was nothing alongside where we would have had it. And then that would have damaged our reputation as well as our financial rewards. Let's go off to Calais. Nothing there. Good, good, good. You'll find the closer you get to Calais, the more industrial it gets. Calais is a big port, one of the major ports on the French northern coast, and get a lot of tourists through there as well as cargo. One of the major links with the UK. You've also got the tunnel, the Euro tunnel, and that stops there for cargo as well as freight and pedestrians. or if you wish, you can carry on travelling down to Lille by the Eurostar, and that goes from King's Cross all the way down to Ooston, all the way down to Lille, and then I believe it carries on down into Paris, and also straight into Euro Disney. So you can get on in London, and 2.5 hours later you can get off in Euro Disney, right at the parks, and then jump on either a bus and go direct to the park, or you can walk to the park, should I say, or you can jump on one of the little shuttle buses that'll take you around to the hotels if you're inclined to go and see Mr. Disney's cartoon characters and theme parks. Really good the first time, and then it sort of gets wearing the times after that. I've been several times, although I must take the kids there one day. The reason I used to go there was I used to drive, like I was saying previously, coaches, and we used to take passengers down there. I used to drive for classic coaches, and we'd often have a run down to Euro Disney from England. And yeah, not a lot to do for the drivers unless, like I say, you go in and have a look at the stunt show. There's a Wild Bill rodeo there, and if you like the theme park rides, yeah, you can get in there as well. It always helps if you're going to Euro Disney to get a day which is absolutely got great weather, because if it's windy or wet or cold, raining, then it can be not the nicest place. Oh, we picked the wrong one. £52 paid, and off we go. We have to see if we can get one of these toll charges where we just literally slow down. Let me out. No, thank you. Got to get in front of the trucks, no matter what it risks. Got to get in front of the trucks. Oh, he's starting to sound a bit tired, this guy. 113 miles to go. Let's see if we can get up to Calais, which we should be able to do. It shouldn't be much of a crossing. I think the crossing's only about an hour and a half. Hopefully that'll reset the driving hours. It wouldn't legally reset them if you were driving a real HGV, but we've got to get this load there to where we're going. Calais and Lille, Tunnel sous la Manche. I don't think we're doing the tunnel on this one, although it might be. Oh, we are doing the tunnel. Oh, that's quite good. So that gets a little bit closer to Folkstone as well. So we're nearly done in France. Although, saying that, you're not actually out of France until you're out of the Channel Tunnel area on the English side. It's still classed as being part of France until you go through customs and immigration on the UK side. Look to the left, to the right. Always enjoyed the Channel Tunnel. At least I used to enjoy the spectacle of putting the vehicles on the Channel Tunnel. Never, to be honest, really enjoyed the experience of crossing with the Channel Tunnel, because it was always a case of that's for cars, this is for the lorries. It used to be a case of just sitting there bored for 45 minutes after all that hard work getting there. So here we go. Now the trick is with the Channel Tunnel is you go on very tight to this side, And you put a bit of lock on, you keep your eye on that. And then you drive right away across until you see your back wheels starting to come on this side. And then you whip back over and drive ahead. Sometimes you have to take a shunt. There you go. So we're on. Handbrake on.